Hi everyone, it's Gail. I am here with a series that I've been wanting to do for a while and have been requested multiple times from viewers to do, which is a true junk journal, true junk mail, um, making junk journals inexpensively, that sort of thing. So I kind of wanted to do a little series on that, and I have a pile of junk over here to use. And if I'm going to use something like, for instance, a digital kit or something like that, then I am going to offer alternatives as best I can. I'm not sure when I'm making mine that I will stick totally to junk mail because I have a sort of another vision for this journal in mind, but I'm going to show you some that I made. And anyway, we're going to go off onto this journey of maybe making something that isn't, doesn't cost a whole bunch of money if you don't have that in your crafting budget. So first of all, I want to say hi and hugs to Natasha, Irene, Just Judy Crafting, and Candy. Thank you so much for watching my channel and everything. And I wanted to show you, Natasha sent me, I ordered some things from her Etsy, but she also sent me some things that I think I might end up using in this journal. So I wanted to do that too. Oh, and then also, this is Carolyn. Hi and hugs to Carolyn as well. And let's see, I'll show you what Carolyn sent first. So she sent this layered up fun little card. Look at how fun that is. Just all sorts of layers, clusters. And she sent me some things to play with here. And then included some things for me to make a cluster with too. And she is the Sweet Shop Scraps on Etsy. So, whoops, right there. Sweet Shop Crafts. Okay, so thank you, Carolyn. Thank you. I was thinking this was from Natasha at first, but no, it's from you. It's from you. Okay, so then Natasha sent my order, but then also she sent 2 journal kits, she said, that are left over from one of her last live sales on YouTube. She's the Journey of Crafting, by the way. And so anyway, I'll put her information and Carolyn's down below. So this is what I ordered. I ordered some more of her gorgeous appliques. I just couldn't help myself. So let's see here. So this will go into my correspondence journal. I ordered a couple different trims. Aren't those pretty? This one is gray with gold. This one a blue. It's just really pretty. So, and then she put, oh yeah, Deer Lodge County, Montana. Funny. Yeah, so she put them on with double-sided tape. So these are what I ordered from her. Aren't they gorgeous? I just love them. I think they're so pretty. So yeah, so anyway, I'll get those put away a little later on. But let's see what she sent in these journal kits, because I'm so intrigued. So some lace, some coupons and old stampy things. Those are awesome. A little sack that has stamped stuff in it. Let's see. Oh, while you were out, look how she's done these. Isn't that cute with the just stamping on it? Weekly time records. Yeah, she's just stamped on all those things. Ooh, look at that card. Isn't that sweet? I love that, Natasha. Cool. Okay, and then this was what I was wondering about, was this little folder thing. Oh yeah, she's got it so that it can be like, it can be your journal cover, and she's got coffee dyed papers and envelopes and stuff in here. So yes, truly a journal kit, and then some old book page. Super fun. Thank you so much, Natasha. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so I am going to pop this over here for now. And we're going to get, oh, one more thing. I had to show you. I ordered this book. I think it was Rachel at Roxy Creations that showed this. I thought the book was going to be bigger, but I think it's going to be really fun because look at all these botanical. So I just ordered it on Amazon, and it's called Wildflowers of Britain Month by Month. And so I think these would make cute little envelopes, journal cards. So have to have a play with that soon. Okay, but to the subject at hand, which is trash. So I have got options for journal covers. So I have this that came, this is the package that book came in. So I thought I'd take a look at that. I have this from Amazon. I have a FedEx folder. And I have one more thing down here. Let me grab it. Yeah. Then I have this box. Another book came in this box. So I'm not sure which one I want to use for the cover, but we're going to make, I actually want to get all of these cut down into the size that I could make journal covers out of them. So I am going to use my big scissors. These? No. Where are they? Okay, guys, I'm missing my mixed media scissors. Oh, here they are. That's what happens when you have more than one bucket of scissors. So these are mixed media scissors. They're super tough, and they are on my favorite things if you find yourself needing a pair of these. So I think I want those. I want a pencil. I want a ruler. And we're just going to go to town here. Okay, so this one I think will be fairly easy. Let me move the other ones out of my way here. Let me move the Fabri-Tac out of my way. I don't know how much that will get to. So the other things that I have kind of on my desk that we'll talk about while I'm cutting this is I have some old calendars, which make great pages in a journal. I have a whole big envelope. Now I'm going to save this because this could be another cover. Really, I could, because this could I could put holes in it and use the binder rings, and I could peel this back. And so anyway, I don't waste a good piece of cardboard like that ever. So anywho, what I was saying is I have old calendars. I have the big pocket of junk mail that I've been saving. And so we're just gonna dive in and think about how we're gonna make this journal. I'm sort of leaning toward this box as the cover, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, So these two, look at that. I mean, one could even do something with this, but I think I would cut them and make 3 holes and make a journal that way. Okay, so I want this to be 9 inches because I am a 9x6 journal person. Of course, if it's a traveler's notebook, then that's different. But so I want this to be cut at 9. But I also, and I'm going to use just this fold here as the spine. The other thing I want is I want this to be by 6 the other way. So we can just do that too. That kind of marked off, and I'm knocking over my glues and things on my desk. And the reason I like 9x6 is because then your 8.5 by 11 papers, they fit perfectly without cutting or anything like that. So that's why I prefer that size. Okay. It's hard to go straight. Okay, I think I might go this way for a bit. Sorry, I know I'm off camera, but this box is a little unwieldy until we get it cut down. And I'm just knocking things over. I probably should have just cleared off my desk for this whole part, but I'm trying to be really careful here because you see this leftover here. Cut this. There we go. Oh, shoot. Cut into it a little bit, but that's okay. But see, that can be a spine. That's, let's see, about 2 3/4. That can be a spine. So again, that goes in the save pile. Okay, let's see if we can make our way through this. Okay, we'll call that good for there. All right, now I want to kind of, I'm just going to eyeball that more or less and say that's the bottom. So then we need 9 up this way, don't we? 9. And I may only do this one. I don't know. We'll see. This kind of kills my shoulder, wrestling with cardboard, but so I usually try and do it in kind of in stages so that my shoulder doesn't get too sore. You know your friend Gail. I'm just plumb falling apart. You know, a couple years ago I had shoulder surgery, which it is good. It is like darn near back to normal, but you know, there's still some things that bug it. Cutting cardboard would be one of those. Okay, and this has a tear thingy-majiggy, so I may put some tape or something on that to, I mean, we're going to collage over this cover, right? But still, I don't want it coming apart. Okay, maybe if I can get this down here off will be helpful. I just keep turning it until I can, because I want to cut straight is the thing. Okay. That's garbage. We're going to say that's garbage. Am I too close? Or I think I'm doing okay. You guys will let me know if I got too close. But had a few comments where they were happy that I was zeroing in a little more, so. I'm just going to go from this angle. Phew, there we go. Now this has sticky on it, and this is all kind of bent up, so I'm going to call this garbage as well. But I'm going to keep this again. Let's see, what am I doing? Let me make sure I know what I'm doing here. Okay. Now, I will say on this whole cardboard thing, I'm going to cut this off right here. And this will be, let's see, this is 9 by 3. So another good spine. We're keeping that. What was I going to say? Oh, on the cardboard cover, I've also done cracker boxes, that sort of thing too. So there we go. 9 by 6 by, it's like a 1/2 inch spine. So this would probably be a 1 signature journal. But there's that. I'm going to call this garbage. The only thing we need to do is we need to reinforce where this tear tab thing is. But it's got the sticker from mailing it to me on there. So that's good. Okay. Now let's see here. Wonder if I can... Just scratching out my address in case I show you that. Okay, so this FedEx now, this one's been a little bit compromised, but like you can always reinforce it, right? So this FedEx one, we are going to, let me just turn it over that way, then I don't have to worry about it. 6 inches. And 6 inches. And 6 inches. So we've got that. Okay, then 9 inches this way. I think what I'm going to do is cut off this corner, so I'm going to measure from the top of this thing, if that makes sense. Okay, and here. Okay. So I will say this one's easier to cut. Okay, so this part's garbage. Put that in the garbage. Okay, and then I'm going to cut along this little flap thing. Okay. So now I have Mr. FedEx folder, which is more or less like a 9x12 envelope, right? And it's just gonna, again, one signature for that journal cover, right? Okay, so then there's this big old prime one, and I'm not exactly sure. It's got like multiple layers going on in there. So I don't know. We're gonna see what we can do though. I'm gonna pull this part. Excuse me, I know I was off camera, but I needed some leverage. See how it's got all these pieces. So I don't know if I can get them up. I'm gonna try though. Okay. Okay. Progress. Oh yes, progress. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna cut this off right here. Now I will say, we've got some good cardboard going here. So like this little piece, like for instance here, I mean, you can go in and peel this and make it a base for a fun little tuck or whatever. So oftentimes I take my awl and go up in there and then just, you know, and just peel off. But I'm going to keep that because that could be a base. Okay. Actually, so could this one. Look at that. So let's just cut that off. And there's a fun base for something. Not that I don't have a whole suitcase of those. Yep, I do. Yep, I do. Okay, just gotta get tough. Gotta get tough with these. So I'm just gonna cut off right here again. And I think I'm gonna cut down this way. And I'm gonna cut this sort of in half, and that'll be bases too. Okay, so there's that. I mean, this doubled over isn't necessarily a bad thing. That really reinforces the spine. Oh, look at that. I just tore that right off of there. Just kind of like Wonder Woman or something, right? There's some gummy stuff at the end of that one, so, but, okay. And this one, sorry, I have to take it off of the thing for a second. I'm struggling. Oh, there we go. Sometimes, it's just getting it started. It really is. Okay, getting this too, because those are good pieces, and sometimes cardboard isn't, not all cardboard is created equal. Let's just say that. Sometimes you get pieces that just wouldn't be good for anything, but those are the ones are. Okay. Phew. So now, look at that. We're starting to look like a book. Okay, so I am going to go 6 inches from the spine. We're just gonna draw a line up that way, and then 9 inches this way, which is right here. I didn't go quite far enough with my 6 inches, but that's okay. so now cut this off. Okay, and cut this. I think I'm gonna leave that spine double like that. I kind of like that idea. I'm thinking I might have to cut a little piece of cardboard for right in there though, just to keep it what do I want to say, just to keep the level the same, you know, because when you're putting in your signatures, you don't want like one stitch to be below the others. So I'm going to glue that in there. Once we get done with all of our cutting, let's see, let's put that up there and save that. Okay, so we're measuring again. So maybe you grabbed your boxes and are crafting along with me. That'd be fun if we were doing this together. Okay, now 9. I've been trying to think of what to call this series. I guess you'll see from the title what I eventually come up with, but been like journal making on the cheap. I don't know. I don't know what I want to call it. I don't feel like I can use frugal because, you know, Lindsay the frugal crafter uses that, so how about trash to treasured journal? I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm not saying the whole thing has to be trash necessarily, although you can do that. Okay, so I think I'm just going to clip these two right here. Just to make it easier to cut through this. This is double. I got double duty going on here. That's where these scissors come in handy. Okay, there we go. So now this one is going to have a 1 3/4 spine. So that's going to be several signatures on that one. Okay, let me just going to grab some Fabri-Tac and pop this down in there just so I don't forget. I'm trying to just go around the edges and leave the middle so that if I'm sewing right there, I'm not going through glue. Okay. Okay, so that just has to sit there and dry for a second. Okay, and then we have this one that a book came in, and I feel like this edge is in better shape. So I have no idea. Let's just start ripping it apart and see if it's going to work. I told you I wasn't going to do this whole thing, didn't I? But I'm having fun. Oh man, that I'm just going to have to cut. Which is okay, because we aren't going to use the whole thing anyway, right? So I'm going to assume that this little flap is straight and just cut right along it, maybe. Okay. Well, I'm not sure how straight that was, but... And this is the icky kind of cardboard. It's not good for peeling and making stuff out of. Then I need to take this off if I can. one of my more violent videos. Oh, come off of there, you. Yeah. Okay. Well, no more off. Okay. Hoofda. So basically, this will be the same thing. I'm gonna do the 9 just so I can get this flap off of there. It's bugging me, but I think we might do something different on this one. I'm kind of, I'm having a feeling that we should do something a little different on this one. So that flap is in my road a little bit. Well, hello, Gail. Do it this way. You're probably saying that because you guys are so much smarter than me. But my excuse is I'm filming. I can't always think properly when I'm filming. Okay, I'm just going to go to the spine and cut up from there. Okay. And then yeah, it's a little bit too big. Not much. It's only about an inch too big. They obviously just weren't thinking when they were making these boxes that if you just made it an inch smaller, it could be the perfect size journal. Not that one couldn't make a journal that's 7 inches wide. One certainly could. Okay. Here we go on this one. I said I wasn't going to do all these. I got on a roll. What could I say? I'll just ice my shoulder tonight. Okay, so what's happening with this spine is it's almost a round spine because it's got lots of scoring happening. So, okay. What I think I want to do is grab my scoreboard, which is where? So, oh, right there. I see it. Oh, I'm starting to get used to where my stuff is after moving, but I'm not quite there. So my thought was to make this one with a little bit of a wraparound, kind of a wraparound thing. But I want to score it at 6. So, or thereabouts. So, I'll open up. Okay. So, I think right here is where I want to score it. I don't know how I'm going to be straight on this. Because I can't see the, I can't feel the ridges in my scoreboard, right? So I'm going to do this differently. Okay. Do that. And Okay, that's for yay. Okay. Yeah, just have to make things difficult for myself, don't I? Okay. So we want to go 9 up all the way along. Then we'll decide if we want to cut off some of that end part, which we might want to do. Oh, wait. No, wait. Oh, look at that. Because I had to cut that thing off. Okay. Phew. I just averted disaster. But you know what? It's a piece of cardboard that would have ended up in the garbage or recycling anyways. Right? So that's the other plus. It's no stress crafting because it's not like you're wasting an expensive crafting supply. It's more like you're recycling in a different way. Okay, now we need to measure the 9. Oh, that was scary. Okay, 9. And 9. And 9. Okay. Okay. Whew. Okay, so now I'm going to cut off, I think, to about here. Because we want this jiggy-jaggy edge off anyhow, right? Okay, I'm just going to use my box as my marker there. Okay. Whew. Okay, my friends, we have 4 journal bases done from just the garbage. Honestly, this is garbage from 1 week. So this one can kind of wrap around like so, like that. This one is just a big spine. This one, little spine. This one, a little bit bigger, but still pretty little spine. There we go. That what was garbage and or recycling, and I have another journal cover here plus some pieces to make ephemera with. So I'm going to set those up there. Okay, I have ickies everywhere, which drives me crazy, you know, so might have to scoop some of those up from that cardboard. Ew. Okay, so now I want to talk about, just for a minute, talk about the insides of the journal. So I'm probably going to use digitals because I have digitals that I want to use and need to use. Again, though, digitals are pretty darn economical. When you think about the fact that you can buy a digital and print it, you know, 100 times if you want to, you know, that's like 3 cents a page or something, you know. But I also wanted to point out, this is a paper pack from Walmart. Was $5. So it's double-sided, you know, it's pretty paper. And so, you know, you don't necessarily have to buy paper at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann's or something that is $20 a pack. You can find paper for cheaper. So I wanted to point that out. I'm going to pull over my thing of, of junk mail, which I have a huge thing. I wanted to show you these, but I also wanted to show you, like, I got this in Happy Mail, but it's a folio thing with pockets and everything. So, I mean, basically, here's another journal cover if we wanted to. We'll go through what's in here in a second, and then I also have a big thing of calendars, as I said. Okay, what I wanted to show you is these two. Nora, I hope you're watching, because Nora and her friends, we got together and had ourselves a little craft, and I just showed them how to make super easy journals out of junk mail. So I think this one is a calendar, and these journals, granted, unless you put some coffee dyed paper or something on, are going to be glue book type of things. Here's little pockets, various types of pockets in this little journal. Can you see okay? Yeah, I guess you can. But yeah, all kinds of different pockets. There's pockets here and here. They're not glued in this one yet. I haven't done anything with this little journal, but it's made out of really pretty pictures from old calendars, and so could be fun to glue on. So and the way I bound it, I didn't even sew it in. I just took the signatures, sewed a piece of baker's twine around that way, left it long so it could go this way and tie. So this one's all calendars. This one I might have made for the example, I can't remember. Then this one, same, well, this one I did do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, but this one is just all sorts, look at how it flips out several different times, all sorts of junk mail. Again, this is more of a glue book type, unless you covered the pages with, really, you could, once again, you could get cheap copy paper from Walmart and have 500 sheets in a thing, and you could use either the white paper or go ahead and coffee dye it. But it doesn't have to cost a lot, you know. That paper is pretty cheap. So yeah, just a lot of junk mail in that one. And I did the 3-hole pamphlet stitch on that one and turned it around. And I did the 3-hole pamphlet stitch when I was showing the girls, because I wanted them to, oh no, I did not. I just did the around the signature. Yeah. But Nora has now started making journals. I don't think any of the other girls have. So this was the one I made when I was showing the gals. Now this is from Celebrity Cruises, piece of junk mail, and we did do one page. So it's like more like an art journal, I would say. So this is just an image out of a magazine, painted and stamped and stuff in the background. That's a piece of jelly print that I stuck on there. Face your bravest moment with your heart as your compass. All just stuff that I had in my images book. So this was the pamphlet from the cruise line, which was really good paper, really nice paper. And then on the inside, I just put other sizes of things. There's another cruise pamphlet, a window envelope. And see, these all slide out because they're just on with the string is all. Here's a piece of scrapbook paper left over. This folds out. Again, this was the bottom. I think this was the Was it? I don't know. Maybe I had another one that I cut in half or something. Another, use this as a wipe off for my stencil that I used on the other page. Just all sorts of different things. This is, you know, plant brochure. This is just little bits and pieces that I cut off that I thought I could use as tags. I just have to get time to play in these, that's all. But these are totally made from junk mail. The only thing that cost anything in the, well, the cutoffs of a few scrapbook papers, yes, but you wouldn't have had to include those. And this string is all, but most of us have some kind of string around our home. It might not be decorative like the baker's twine, but so I need to do the front of this, and yeah. But so there you go. So those are some that I've made totally from junk mail. Didn't cost me anything. It was just stuff I had. So okay, so now I'm going to show you what I've got in here. I've got a bunch of different junk mail. Just all sorts of things. Here's another. The cruise brochures are awesome. We took one celebrity cruise one time. So see, they fold out. And so you can put them in the signature like this and then have them fold out. These are from Nancy. These were some envelopes that she had collected and she sent to me to put in. Just kind of fun how they have a tuck there. This was from, I got something Apple, and it's like a little purse kind of. Window envelopes galore. All kinds of window envelopes. I have lots of those because I do love to collage on them too. Lots of window envelopes. Big envelopes from various things. Oop, that's got an address on it, so I'll cover that up. But yeah, so here's some coffee dyed ones that I got in Happy Mail. So of course you can coffee dye. Look at this funny thing. I just thought that would be kind of fun. This is a piece of packaging. I mean, there's just all sorts of things, And then you can also use magazine pages. I really like to use magazine pages too. So that's what I wanted to show you. This is a really nice thick envelope. You could make this into a cover as well. So that's what we have in junk mail. And then my friend Candy gives me her old catalogs. What am I saying? Calendars. And so I have a bunch of old calendars, and I have some from cleaning out the house when my mom passed away. Get those ones with butterflies. Aren't those fun? So those make really pretty pages, and I don't know, my mom didn't use a lot of hers, and so you could journal in that area if you wanted, or look at all that space to journal, right? So yeah, so all that to say, it doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg. And if you don't know if you're gonna like this craft of making journals, maybe just make a few junk mail journals and see if it intrigues you at all. You know, that might be a way to do it before you spend much money. The other thing I wanted to show you was this little piece, and I think my friend Jenny made this, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, this is a greeting card that she has repurposed and made into a cover, an old greeting card, and then she's just covered it with fun papers and stuff. But again, you can get papers at Walmart for $5, you know. So, or the other thing, and I don't want to forget to say this, is go to your thrift stores, because people clean out their craft rooms and it goes to thrift stores often. So when I first started, thrift stores, garage sales, and estate sales are where I got my supplies exclusively, because I didn't have a lot of money to spend on it. So, but when you can get a stack of index cards this high for 50 cents at an estate sale, you know, you've got index cards to coffee dye, and that will keep you for years, you know. So that's what I have to say about that. I'm going to figure out which one of these I want to use for my cover. And I am going to use some digital kits. And I wanted to show you. I've been dying to use the Italian kits from Rachel. So I think that's what I'm going to use these for. And the pages in the journal I printed on coffee dyed paper. So again, I spent money on this digital, but I can print as many as I want, right? And I mean, granted, that does cost ink, so there's that too. But yeah, you know, pages from magazines, old calendars, junk mail. There's other options. I have all these printed for collage. I think I'll use these ones for collage. And I want to collage the cover and everything. So that's what we're going to be doing for the next 2 days. And Rachel at Roxy Creations, she has a series on making her Italian journal. And if I remember right, she used packaging too for her cover. And then there's the ephemera, and I did do it on matte photo paper. I will tell you, I've seen matte photo paper at estate sales too. So estate sales, garage sales, people are cleaning out, and if they have different technology, they might be getting rid of stuff, whatever. So I'm going to use that, and then I may use some of my Waterhouse Women. Some of these pages I may use as well in there, because I think they go really well, the two different kits. And then I have Waterhouse Women, and I have the, however you say it, Halcyon Days. I don't know how you say it. So that's my plan. Thank you for being with me for the creation of all of these journal covers. That's exciting to me, and I'll just keep those and use them here and there, and we'll just figure out which one we want to use. Oh, I can't decide. I don't think I want the big one. I'm looking, and we have more time, so I'm going to talk this through with you. I don't want one this big, I don't think. I also don't want the portfolio. I think it's really cool, though. That's going to be a cool base for something. I don't want that one. It's between these two. Let's do this one. This is very much like what Rachel did on hers. So you need to go over and check out her series on making that journal. I really enjoyed that series. And obviously it inspired me, because I want to make my own now. So let's see. I think that's about it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for crafting with me, and we will just see you in the next video of this series. So have a grateful day, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.